Hey, good evening, everybody. Uh, yeah, matter of fact, let me see some stuff. Oh, did I unplug this thing here? Yeah, shoot. Damn, it's loud. Okay, no, I had to find the source of my duplicated audio. Oh yeah, so this is YouTube. YouTube should not have my. You should not have my audio, but Twitch should have my music, which is totally fine now. Now that I know the setup. So what's going on today? So before I start to jump to resurrect a very old project I had to work into defining how I'm gonna work with Electron. And told to be true, the plugin for Electron that I see around, like for the last almost forever, it's not really efficient. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a plugin for NX that uses Electron Vite plugin, and pretty much that should suffice in terms of how I'm gonna resurrect my old project. Still debating myself if I should be doing this in Electron, because to be honest, Electron is not really like the charm of my shoes on my list of frameworks to use. Electron has too many good things regarding how you build stuff, how you build components, but not having an architectural way to hold stuff probably it gives you too many doors to open, which is at the end of the day is probably my personal preference. But I do feel like React is I have to rethink many things, and probably I'm gonna give a last try to React. Well, I would love to do this in Angular, which for me is not a problem. But Angular for the kind of project I am trying to revive is not the best tool framework to do, because there are so many things related to graphics, and I'm not so sure how Angular can be able to adapt those things. I know it is possible to do it, but when I had to say it anyways, I'm gonna revive Stream Overlay Pro. What else I can do? And React allows me to let's say construct the plugin, the layers, and each layer behaves in a very independent manner, and it has to be programmatically invoked when you load overlays. I did it before, but now I am facing the same issue trying to load something into Angular, and I see it a bit more problematic. So I'm gonna try to see how these things works in React, and maybe I will try to do a prototype in Angular to see how it goes. So I'm gonna start to shoot some stuff here. Allow me for a second. Just gonna put Visual Studio Code here, and let's start. So let's start with the code. Oh crap, I'm not here. I should be right here. Oh, this is too big. Yeah, I use this webcam for another thing. Let me put a ticker here. By the way, I should be able to just to verify some of the other stuff. I wonder if I should change something like a bit more a gently note. Let's see, maybe, yeah. So this is something that I was doing from my previous video, but now I'm gonna just try to see. The first thing I'm gonna do is to create the plugin itself, but I wanted just to run first an NX project running React, and then putting it on top something in Electron, just to see how it works. So I do think that I have something here. Let me see in my list of projects. Okay, so I'm gonna say here, test Electron, and I pretty much oh, this is the boilerplate from the Electron plugin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to try to merge some of the logic into a custom plugin. Let me close all of this, close all, because I don't need this. And what I'm gonna do is doing what I learned by reading the code that I used the last time. So I'm gonna say here npx create nx workspace at latest, and I'm gonna just pick up a monorepo in React. Yes. I'm gonna say here demo Electron React. I'm gonna say here I'm gonna use a React as a I only just want React and DOM. I don't want anything going over the backend. Oh, they add Expo. Oh yeah, I'm gonna become mobile. That's gonna be good to test. Okay, let's only use, I'm gonna say this in an integrated monorepo. I'm gonna say the application is front end, and I'm gonna use Vite. Oh, they have RSpec. Okay, that's something new, but I'm gonna just use Vite. None of this I don't want to use. For the moment, I don't think I'm gonna use anything of this. And I'm gonna use SCSS, yes. Set up CI caching distributed and test the flaking. I'm tempted to probably use it, but not now. We're gonna skip it. You would like to remove skip for now. So let's start with installing everything that I need. And for the moment, what I'm gonna do is to try to configure in another window that nobody's gonna see my things on Twitch, because for some reason I cannot even see what is happening on my ticker. What is this? Put this in studio mode. Nobody gonna see my ticker sources here. Is there? I have more followers. Definitely, I have more followers because I just checked. I have 8. Let's see, properties. Oh, this is a composition. And this is coming from how? Data. So, okay, looks like I finished already here. Just allow me for a second. Looks, not Google. Stop it. Just one moment. Oh, of course it went to the wrong place. Oh, no wonder. Streamable Pro. Channel. Data. Now let's see. Oh, now it is showing up the right thing. 7. Okay, so what happened to the follower? From where are you picking data? the wrong folder again. I'm gonna kill myself with this. Okay, 1 second. So the last step, present. I'm gonna just pick up most recent donator. Okay, so gonna change the folder. Most recent follower is gonna be this one here. Yeah, because my tickers are not reflecting the real thing. Total subs. Yeah, so my target folder has to change, and hopefully it's gonna update it. No, where are you? One second, guys. Because I'm feeling that I am missing something here. Okay. I guess it was an E. There you go, I found you. Now let's change the data folder. Okay, looks like finally I synchronized my folder. Let me see in my settings. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, for the moment that's gonna be okay. Fine. Okay. But that's not my latest follower, which is not true. Okay. Well, apparently we have to do something else. Okay, so let me verify this again one more time. Okay, yeah, it's working fine. Okay, so I'm gonna say here, cd demo Electron React. Thank you very much. Well, because I repeated that myself. So I'm gonna say here, code this here, and let's close this one. And let's see if I learn what I did. First, we're gonna make this work, and we can work with that. But it doesn't start to loop all the stuff I have. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna understand is that we have an apps and we have front end. That is what we're gonna use. But this is gonna be a React application that is gonna use Electron. So from the architecture standpoint, should I keep this let's say the Angular project, the React project separate from the Electron project, or I should build just an Electron app here? So I will assume that the best case scenario here to have things segregated is to tell the front-end app to hold the configuration? No, that's probably not the way. I'm gonna see this in a bit, because I do think that when you build in a monorepo, it's better to segregate the people who's responsible for the web application, and if you are building the I may have to rely on graph on draw.io here, just to have a better idea what's going to architect here. You know what? Yes, update that thing before you start nagging me for anything here. Gonna code until 12. And after that, I am in full vacation mode. Okay, so let's see. Draw. No, ni de chiste. Except this thing. I'm gonna install that later. I'm not in rush to update stuff. Which reminds me also that I have to do my architecture class, my architecture homework. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here. Somebody wrote me around here. Okay. Oh, I had to copy the tweet here. Okay. So let's create a new diagram. And we have done, let's say React. Are you kidding me? You don't have an icon for React? Or React.js? Okay, boomer. Let me see React.js SVG. Okay. I say that I can just drag this thing here. No. Let me see if I can import an SVG file. Oh yeah, nice. This ginormous thing. Okay. So let's call this our front-end application. Has to be at the bottom. No. I don't know. Where was this? It was at the top, or this was at the bottom? Let's see. Let's say this is front end. Okay. Oh gee, this looks terrible. Bottom. Yay. So this is front end. Instead of for NX workspace, we're gonna say here general. I'm gonna say here a container. Well, I was gonna say this is our monorepo. Okay. Nobody gonna see that, so it's better that I just place this thing around here. Oh, I wonder if I can self-promote myself and make this channel. Let me see in live. There should be a promote. Let me see in the community. Promote content. There you go. Okay. So I wonder if there is voice channels here. Yeah, for the moment that's gonna be fine. So this is our NX mono repo, and we have our front end application. And this front end application, if we go to the project.json, is gonna contain that this thing. Oh, hold on. This is. Hey, 1 second. I remember this change. Hold on. This changed definitely in a way that I never expected. So targets build serve. How can I check this build? Because it's embedded into Vite. Hold on. Vite workspace.ts, nothing. Okay, so this is just. Definitely there are things that change here. Okay, we're gonna say here. This is NX show. So this is gonna tell me projects and JSON. I have only front end, but where do I check the arguments of the project? Because before we have all of this, targets, to see all targets, NX show projects, NX show project, front end, front end web. So apparently with this, and now I have a better overview of where this is running. So this comes from serve. Oh man, it takes me a lot of control. Because now what I want to do is from the perspective of the project, I want to be able to create let's say like a serve Electron or serve other stuff, but now everything is centralized here. So I have this. So this is test using Vite test build. So these are probably the defined config of this, but I'm not seeing the plugins. Okay, the plugins are here. So what we're gonna do is to add the respective plugin to run things in Electron. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna see how it was in another of the projects that I was studying. And the most important part is this part that I just put here is compared to another Electron plugins, this option for Vite plugin Electron, when you want to start, you can define what is your startup package. Usually the other computation, that is this red editor. Okay, we're gonna say everything here. It has a lot of stuff, but I am unable to take out the main from here. There is a oh, there are 50 changes that I didn't ask for. So no, this is angular toaster. No, what are you talking about? This is CD test Electron. Okay, so don't save anything here. I don't care. So given this, gonna say here peacock. I'm gonna say red. Nice. Now from here, when I read the package.json, there was before a main. Not sure why it's not the main anymore here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna break. Yeah, it's because there is no main. There is an out main index. I'm gonna say here main. I'm gonna say here out main index.js. And according to the documentation, I have to write this into the main package. I don't want to do that in the monorepo because it loses its purpose. It loses its purpose to have that. See, it works here. But I have an Electron app, but by reading the documentation of this plugin in special, when I go into my Vite configuration, where is the Vite Electron Vite configuration? There is this Electron Vite, but I don't see anything that can help me to approach what I'm doing with this. Okay, on start, declare the target script here instead of leaving it on the package.json. That pretty much does it, but I'm not seeing something that helps me to find out where can I place the main package.json, the starter script for Electron outside of this. Let me see if there is an no. No, come on. If I go into the Electron Vite, it should tell me more or less what I want. This user config comes from Vite, but I want is an Electron configuration. Because pretty much I really like this configuration. I mean, it is well layout and it's very well configured, but I'm not seeing a way that I can be able to load config from file. I wish it has more documentation. Better I had to go to the website that is Electron Vite. So apparently in this guide, that is probably a very good, let's say, features. This is the entry. Oh, no, but this is not there are two Electron Vite, okay? So there are two. How many Electron Vite view? Man, I have to go into probably into the Electron Vite and open the package.json. It's gonna tell me where the repo is located. Right here. And this, therefore, is gonna tell me electronvite.org. Get start. Oh, it's the same site? Excusez-moi. Okay, getting start. Main, preload, yeah. Yes. And then the CLI. So the specify an Electron entry file. So there should be an option that tells me entry. But I pass Electron Vite build an option. Oh, hold on. Universal's options for everything. So there should be something that calls me entry somewhere here in this main. So what I'll try to do is go into plugins and say here, let's say, great. They are giving me just options. The public resource reserves are working. No. This is for the bundler stuff, but it's not near close to this. When I say entry and on a start, but I am not seeing that into the documentation here. And I don't want to add an option on an argument. I could potentially add it the way I wanted to, but it's not the way I really want to. So main process, renderer, etc. It's recommended to use the following project for the project. I don't want to do this structure. I just want to have these two things segregated. It will throw an error if the entry points cannot be found. Customizing. I wanted just to find the build. I don't want to find. I know that the package.json, as it is shown here, we have to have this main. I'm not really interested into that. The output is my concern. Oh, okay. Let me see. By default, the renderer you simply log the scripts. So what I'm looking to is how to take out from the main package, the main output package. Oh, there you go. It should be around here. So this is my input. Okay, getting a start. Okay, the default order is out. Your package Electron's working directory will be the output directory, not your source code. So you can exclude the source code when packing Electron application. Okay, building for production. That's what I'm interested. Comes in. So this main, this, and this reload. Okay. The build can be customized with various options. Okay, so if this is true, if I can just exclude this, my Electron Vite configuration should tell me something on main. Development. And it's shooting something related to build rollup options. Build. What's it here? Let me see. Let me think. Out there. No, I mean, this is the out target. Like, let's see the target. Either declare one or provide an initializer. It's a string or undefined. Oh, the target should be something different. Let me see. What's in here is the rollup options. And we need to have an output. Let me see here. Well, yeah, let me see if there is an output. Yes. The output should be what we say here in the package is the JSON. That is gonna be out main index.js. I'm gonna copy this. Yeah. And let's go over here. Not here yet. Oh, so many things open here. Where I started to rust here. Okay, here. Output is this thing. The string is messable to option outputs. Output without replace output with yeah, fix all. And why you're crying? The type is the type output options. So the output options should be something else that I expect to have here. Entry exports file. Let's see. Vite is a support output file. Please use output there and entry file names. Okay, so I'm gonna say here there is gonna be this thing and entry file names that thing. Let's see. Let's see if it runs. I'm gonna replace my plugin with this one that has more options for more stuff. No entry point found. Okay, should I ask ChatGPT for this because I'm not really familiar with this? How to add an entry point in Vite? Okay, it's time to ask ChatGPT for this. How to add an entry point on Vite? So let's see. Input. So build. I'm gonna say here input. I'm gonna say here. Let's see how this plays. Could not resolve entry mode. So let me see. Oh, because it's not built. Has to build first. My input has to be a re-existing before rolling that. Okay, so let's start from scratch. So let's assume that I don't have this. And let's run this again. Totally fine. How can I fix this part? So this definitely is building the React app. But this external this plugin should tells me something else that I'm not seeing. Define config? What is called define config? This includes what? I just want to see what is. Please add main field. And I may have to get into that repo to understand that. If it is too much, I'm just gonna grab some the other project. I don't want anything that is more complicated than it is. Config. Okay, maybe I can find something here that gonna tell me where is the main. Oh. Let's see. Load from config file, but where it should be calling the main. Calling the main should be calling in the application, not over here. Let me see if the configuration resolves that. Config reference. What I need is to indicate explicitly builds target builds lib entry. Where is your main entry here? Oh, out there. Build out there relative to the project, but now what is the same is on build. Oh, who is this? Good evening to who I have the pleasure to talk with. Imho, hey, good evening. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to build an Electron plugin for an X framework, and I'm just checking the documentation of this Electron Vite plugin, because the idea is when you're working in a monorepo, you cannot just hard code the main Electron entry point in the package.json that is happening like down here. I just take out this. If this works, fine, but when you're working on monorepo, this is absurd to put this in the main package.json because that's not the objective. So my intention here is, if this works, fine, totally good. But what I want is to pass a configuration instead of declaring this in the package.json. So that's the reason I'm reading documentation to figure out where the puzzle is and solve my problem. So that's what is happening right now. Maybe I should tell the prompter to tell me something over here instead, so I can be aware of the people who is texting me. Yeah. Oh, no, JavaScript is not really hard. It's a very easy language to pick, but the only constraint is that it's not a typed language. So sometimes things that you define as a string later on for X or Y reason, you can just put it as a number, and there are tools. I feel like, oh, yeah, sí, hablo español y muy bien. Hablo español. Yeah, I'm Colombian, so I will try my best. Ha ha ha. Yeah, ja 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 ja. I will try my best to speak in English for the English audience because ¿ya sabías? Oh, genial. ¿Hablas español? Y asumo que sí hablas español. Genial. Sí, en mi tiempo libre, cuando no estoy haciendo código, yo juego fighting games. Entonces, eso es lo que hago en mis streams. Y de momento lo que quiero hacer and excuse me, I will try to go back into English because that helps me my communication skills. Uh, no, I have been for long in the United States. I am almost like 20 years here in the States. So the accent is something that is really hard to take out. It's really hard for a Colombian. I can find any kind of Colombian people here. Yeah, 20. And there are so many accents here in New York. It's beautiful to hear like a variations of English based on the language of that you were born. Yeah, mostly I dominate English. Yeah, most of it. There are small parts that I have to tweak it up. Yep, but I dominate English most of the time. But there are things that oh no, it's just practice and to find somebody to talk with. And when I came here to the States, it was very challenging because the high school English that you learn is garbage here. It took me a lot to rewire my brain. Oh, while I was doing my masters, I had to study English, so it was really hard. But eventually, I pick up like a decent academic English in 3-4 months. But landing here without a good reference of English, like you really need to think, you really need to vision and coordinate your language in English. It's something that you are not trained while you are in South America or in your country home. It's really hard to pick up. Okay, so let's go back. And my advice is try as much as you can to be in contact with people that can speak English. My recommendation is just go into any kind of Discord channel for developers that you can engage in English. Eventually, you're gonna talk to them or have conversation in the voice channels and learn how they speak, how they communicate. Yeah, definitely you learn more if you have close contact with people who speak English, that you can engage with people, but also by reading and by looking at other people speaking English. Otherwise it's really hard. By yourself is really, because you need to engage in conversation. It's really hard, but it's not as hard as you may think. As how can I say it? Yeah, definitely you need somebody to speak English. It's really hard if you don't find the right person. But in Discord channels, there are plenty of people who speak English. So, okay, so that's my recommendation. Just pick somebody, go like I don't know. I like to have channels. I go to Milky's channel in Discord. I go to the Angular community. I go to the NX official. I go to Theos. I go to the Primagen. Yes, I live in New York City. Proudly living in New York City. it's a place that you feel like even though after pandemic things changes a lot, I do feel like this city, this in spite of the issues it has, is a city that I really love because of the diversity and because of the things it has to offer, and seeing those buildings so high, those skyscrapers. Don't tell me that you cannot see the dreams of people on it. So that's why I'm here, and I like to build things for many people, and I feel happy doing this kind of stuff. Okay, so I have a target. I know I have a build out there, so let's try to do that. No, this is not the right Visual Studio. I have like 4 Visual Studios here. Oh, definitely build this app's front end. Oh, but it is asking me for. Is this the one that yeah, demo Electron React? Ah, no, this is from NX. I need this just to go into the other one that I was trying to understand. Yeah, here. So if I pick up this right, everything is gonna go fine. So I'm gonna read it to this. I'm gonna say, oh, come on, I need the documentation. So configuration for main is build.out there. So build, I'm gonna say here out there. Yes, that is the out main. And if I'm not mistaken, the entry. Oh, what is this? A build live entry. Oh, but it's not telling me the out. Oh, hold on. There should be an output file. Man, that sucks. Let's see if it is works like that. I'm not so sure if there is something that's gonna work with this, but let's see. I want to see this. Please add a main field of the package to JSON. If not, I'm just gonna pick up the Electron and Vite. Oh no, yeah, I know it. Access there, chance, common public. Man, I don't think lib is gonna be build lib entry. Empty if not found, because this comes from the source. We don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I am more convinced that this is not gonna be. So I can just probably look at how they do these dependencies for updates and copy the scripts into the green one. So the green one is the one that I'm studying, that I was able to take out the package.json. This is based on Vite plugin Electron. That is totally different than Electron-Vite library. That is another library. So this one works first. So if I want to run this one, this is gonna run as intended. npm start. Oh, it's dev. Yeah. Yeah, in this one, my Electron works fine. Pretty much. Ta-da! Counter works. Beautiful. So by using this configuration here, I want to, now that I know that this son of a gun doesn't work for me, so probably just gonna pay attention to this later on. You know what? I can copy this. I can copy this and put it somewhere in the code base here that I can probably just add the updater and the Electron builder configurations for multiple configurations. As you see, I can take more of this stuff. But now the focus is to learn how can I bring part of this configuration into NX. So pretty much I know that there is an Electron preload, there is a renderer, and this is the simple configuration. So there is an additional configuration that is even more bigger for this Vite plugin Electron, but I want to take a look into that. So let me close this because there is the cool thing about this one is it has hot reloading. So pretty much it has everything. Let's go back to the documentation and let's look for this little guy. Yes. So this little guy over here, this is the Vite plugin Electron. This is the one that I am using. And pretty much it is buff enough for me to work with the stuff. So pretty much if I go into the assets, oh no, it should have my main process should tell me over where I should, oh no, this is the, not the Electron. This is the main of the Electron. And there should be an environment file for Vite dev server URL. So I'm trying to find out what is that being defined, because I'm pretty sure this goes somewhere. 5173. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yes. So I dumped this environment file. So I can configure how this goes by understanding how NX builds its own projects. And the solution goes around here. Demo Electron? Yes. So I know I have a server and a preview. So when I go here, I'm pretty sure that if I say here, and I'm gonna say here NX serve frontend, and it runs the port 4200, and it's gonna welcome me with the NX page. So we are good. This is the React app for NX. So let's quit here. Oh, I cannot just stop it. Okay, never mind. So pretty much what we need to do is now to inject the Electron part. And I'm debating myself if I should make my Electron app based on an existing project, or I should create an application separately that is gonna be the Electron application. Let me see if I can import an Electron SVG icon. Oh no! I don't want. I just want the SVG. Let's import this over here. So it is. So this is an application, and this application, let's put it in a container. Oh, there. Yeah. So we got our front end, and this front end application. Let me just delete the text. I don't want the text here. Goodbye. This runs three things. So next, let's say tasks. So I have serve, I have build, and I have lint. I wonder if I can add an additional one. Let me see. There should be something in the list I can add. Let me see. Oh, I cannot. I should be able to add more. Let me see. Duplicate. Oh, no, there should be an option here. Properties. There should be something that set the number of items to 3. Oh, let me see if what is this? But if I work for a well, I work for a financial institution as a consultant, but this is my personal project. So, in 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 my official work, I work with Angular and NX, and right now I'm trying to revive an old project that was built long ago, like certainly almost 10 years ago, and I'm trying to rebuild it in React and NX, but the most important part is the runtime that is Electron. So I'm trying to understand how to pick up Electron in a way that I can work with it. So I don't start building. Yeah. So pretty much we have these tasks. So now understanding this, how can I gonna work with Electron? So I'm gonna say here import. I'm gonna say here downloads. I'm gonna say here Electron. And gonna say here. Let me duplicate this thing. So this is the Electron part of the application, or the Electron part of the project. Okay. So this is Electron app. So when I serve this application, I should literally be able to connect to this guy over here. La segunda? What do you mean by the second one? Oh yeah, because this is an Electron app, this is front end. So the idea is when I run NX task, the serve part, this has to run build, but also at the same time has to serve the front end. So this is one part. When I run build, it has to run also build this one in what is this in React. So in that way, I can be able to publish my application in a way that is more organic, that is more like a React application built on Electron, rather than having Electron going around React. I don't want that. I want to have like a Electron to have, or the plugin of Electron to have more control over the front-end project rather than going backwards. But it's totally doable that I can create another NS task executors that just when I say serve this one as a one command, and at the same time in parallel run this one. Well, let's see. Let's see. So let's install the package as I understand it from this part. Let's see. So, okay, so I'm gonna keep this in mind, but the most important part is to understand what is happening at this level. So I'm gonna say here npm id this guy. So are you watching me from YouTube or from Twitch? Actually, I should be able to tell this guy that you should be able to add another channel. Oh, I cannot add another channel here, but it's only Twitch. Oh, that's bad. I cannot see multiple chats over here. Eventually, I'm gonna probably, because I'm using the, what is this? Yeah, thank you. And thank you for following, by the way. I'm using YouTube, and I'm using, in YouTube, you cannot hear the background music because I don't want to get DMCI takedowns at all. But in Twitch, you can chill down whatever you want. So that's pretty much. Okay, so now that's said, I'm gonna say here what we did here in this one, that is gonna import Electron from simple. I'm gonna say here import Electron from, and I'm gonna say here Electron simple. Pretty much. Now that I have React and with TS paths, I'm going to go into Electron. No, I'm just starting. I'm just doing the analysis. Now I'm gonna, this part is for me to test the generator, because NX can help you to create generators. So when you build things on NX, you usually use a task. And when you do a task, you can assign things like a generator or an executor. So let me go into the documentation for what is an executor. There should be an article for creating an executor. Yeah. So usually an executor is something that you build in NX to generate code for you. It could read parts of your project and determine where to inject part of your code. So what I'm doing in my side, I intend to create a plugin that uses an executor that injects the part of Electron that I want into the code base. So it adds all the necessary files, it adds all the necessary scripts, and pretty much it's just run the command, and you should be serving the Electron app at the same time, the application that is attached to it. So this is one way to build stuff. So we're gonna see that probably in the next 2 or 3 days, but tomorrow I'm going in vacations. So I'm just coding probably until midnight. I have things to organize and I have a very long trip to do. And I think it's the best I can do probably the Saturday or Sunday when I come back. I'm just gonna keep coding and doing this. Understanding this part first is gonna tell me how to create the other stuff I need. And I pretty much, I know I'm not gonna say here Electron. And this Electron is gonna contain all the needs that I need. That is, let me see. Yeah, so I have a main and a preload. So let's do that. Actually, I should say new folder. I'm gonna say here main. I'm gonna say here new folder that is preload, and each one has a new file that is an index.ts that is gonna hold all the information. So the preloads are practically based over here. So what I'm gonna say here is on Electron, the main is gonna be over there, but I'm gonna be careful to copy all of this because I really need it. I'm gonna go over here into this one and let's paste this over here. Nice. Oh, I had to have Electron. npm I minus the Electron. And I suppose one thing at a time. I'm gonna do one thing at a time. I'm gonna add the builder later on. First, let's run Electron. Yay. Then we can run another stuff. Good. So, oh yeah, I remember I seen something around here that is this Electron environment. So this is a reference you need to copy over here. So when you read over this part of your types, it takes everything that is needed. Okay, so now this is okay. No way I had to do this. Okay, Vite. Yes, is this the red one or the blue one? Vite plugin Electron F. It's probably because of the tsconfig. The tsconfig is gonna tell me what's going on here. Vite config. Nope. The tsconfig. No. Let me see. There is just something that includes these things. The typing. Let's see. So you are using a dual tsconfig node. One for the front end, another for the back end. So that say this with config is the one that goes into the backend. How many configs you have? Ah no, it is running React here, so never mind. I'm gonna test one thing at a time. Move it. Reference types. What is telling me here? Oh, I have to install that too? I thought I did. Oh, yes, I didn't do it. Yes. It was not in my list of dependencies here. Yeah, that should fix this one over here. Okay, so I have React. I have NX Vitest TSPath. This is for Vitest. And I have Electron. Now let's say entry. The entry should be my main part. I say here Electron main index.ts. And I have to declare the build on start. Oh, what? Oh, I had to call startup. Oh, on start, I could call this. Oh, sorry. This should be declared in two main parts. This is the main part. And I had to call the preload. And I had to call the renderer. Yeah. Now this looks much better. Now I can say the entry for this one is entry. It's gonna be a I had to include probably. Oh, should I? No, it's basically based on my. I'm gonna say here import path from Notepad. Yep. So now I'm gonna say here entry is gonna say here path dot join the dir name alias Electron, then main, then index.ts. Pretty much elegant, right? Now the preload is gonna be on start. This is on main, right? On start. I'm more worried about the build part of this one. how do I tell and build? Hold on. Let's go to the package.json and result the build. Build is with build and Electron builder. And Electron builder has these two configurations. Okay. So this is when we start to play chase here, because now this Electron builder configurations has to be read from the project perspective right here. Electron builder and this YAML file gonna be here. It's not going to go anywhere else. So when we build executor for NX, when we say build, it's gonna take the path of my project, is gonna read these files. So in that way we can pick up that. Okay, so I don't worry too much, but let's see if it makes sense what it says. Oh, and the dev of the YAML. Yeah, now let's try to pick up the dist. Oh, the dist. We're gonna figure out some of this stuff a little bit later. Let's finish the configuration, and from there we pick up. So let's save this. Goodbye. Thank you very much for your service. Thank you. Now this should be okay. Okay, I already did this. The definition should be fine. Oh, don't tell me that is another package. I'm gonna verify that later on. For the moment, I'm just gonna end this TS file. Hopefully it's not gonna slap me on the face. Hunt me that later. That's gonna hunt me later, I can tell it. Let's go back to the package. Now preload is gonna call this guy. On start. I forgot that is a function that is gonna run a startup. And because it's an array, this I'm gonna say here this electron slash what electron preload.ts. Oh, this is no. Yeah, main. So now the preload is gonna be the one telling what it's gonna load. I'm gonna say here preload is gonna be the entry is gonna be that one. Input. I'm gonna say here electron preload index.ts. So let's copy that. This preload. So this preload now has a context that we can use nicely. Nice. Now from the green one, let's go back to our Vite config. Polyfill the Electron Node.js API renderer. If you want to use Node.js in render process, the node integration needs to be enabled in the main process. Oh, okay. I have to verify this. So we have this. I don't need this, I don't need this. And the renderer. Okay. I know it's gonna slap me in the face 2 or 3 times, but let's see what I say here. Self frontend. Failed the project graph because of what? Renderer option dependency did not found, so I had to install this guy. Okay. There you go. Actually, I saw Vite plugin Electron renderer somewhere. Renderer option dependency not found. Okay, let's see. Okay, no apps from. Okay, error when not such a file. So it is detected. It's trying to read my package.json. Do I need a package.json for this project here? Let me try to read. Oh, it needs a package.json. Okay, so let's create a package.json because apparently that's the way it works here. So in Linux, it's possible to create a package.json inside of this part. And let's see how this folds. Okay, and what do you want me to write here? Yeah, expecting what? Tell me what you're expecting. Oh, so now we have Electron here, and I have this Electron. I'm able to find Electron up. Oh, wait, no. Hold on, this is this Electron. Okay, 1 second. This Electron main, this is the okay. Oh, okay. So hold on. So I have to define this project.json. Oh, not the project. It's my Vite config, the ones that needs to tweak it up. Oh, and I suspect this has a lot to do. So pretty much this happens on build. And it goes packaged somewhere. Let's see how this goes. Build is a resource and build. So this is more focus on this folder that is not. It should not be here. So what part has this Electron? So I know that it has this Electron here. I have to verify how I'm going to connect this because it is including two things. It should include the output of my project, and it should include the output of whatever I'm passing here as the path of the project. So I had to correct that stuff before going over here. So on a startup, I'm gonna say here, pathtrain, dear name. Oh, hold on, wait a second. I'm gonna say here, what I am spitting here. Okay, let's see. I am spitting what? Ah, so it is. So it is calling. This is what it's calling. Apps frontend. So it is calling over here. Let me open this in another terminal. Let's say, let's repeat this and let's see the error. So it is saying that apps frontend this Electron. Cannot find model. Probably I'm eating something that is missing. Probably. Oh, let me see why this works fine in the other and not here. It apparently doesn't have anything wrong. Electron Vite with plugin Electron and plugin Electron renderer, which I have. Does the package.json tell something that I don't know? Nope. On the main. Oh, so there is a tsconf and tsconfig node. So do I need to run a tsconfig node right here? Include with config. Oh, okay. So include with config.ts. But this is for which one? The node one? So the tsconfig. So for the React part, I had to do this. When this tell me this is React, but I had to create a node one. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna stop today. I feel like I'm closer to this, but there is something that doesn't make a bit of sense. So probably the startup. Just let me see the main. Yeah, because everything here is at the same level. It's not like it's not that difficult. Maybe this can help. gonna say here. Let me copy this. I'm just gonna copy this in a way that can help me to understand what's going on here. Oops. There you go. So I'm gonna say here path join. I'm gonna say here the name dist Electron frontend, because that's gonna be the path. Main.js. Okay. Actually, this build as an index. Oh. Actually, if I write main, that's gonna be main here. I see. Okay, so let's do some adjustments here. Electron main. So here main. I'm gonna say here. Yeah, I care less. I'm gonna say here preload. Fine. Now we need to here files. When I read this, what I'm expecting to do with this? The Electron builder reads the configuration for this one, so I'm assuming that it's gonna be what? When I say here, oh, it's gonna mix up. Let me see. Oh, it's not gonna pick up that thing. Oh, okay, let's go back here to the drawing board. Not here. Maybe it config. I see. Root is their name. Oh, it's telling me the root for this, so I ignore this. So I'm gonna say here. Now I have to say here in the Electron builder. I'm gonna say here. Oof. Okay. I'm gonna say here. List. Front end, whatever this browser. And I'm gonna say here almost very similar, with the difference is here, this one. So in that way it calls the right files. So it's gonna call this Electron front end browser, because that's what it's supposed to be doing. Okay. I'm gonna do exactly the same here. Build resources is from this should be from where it loads the front end part. So I'm gonna say here browser. Okay. So let's see how it goes. If it does the thing. Still. What is saying? Demo Electron apps. Cannot find model kit. Oh wait, what? Now I'm missing one part. Cannot find model apps front end. So let's keep it simple. So probably just I need just to add these strings like this. I see, maybe. Oh, hold on. Okay, let me rename this in the case that eventually this is being rewritten in a way that I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it is really calling this electron. Oh. So this is something sort of default. So it really calls a default. I may have to verify how can I change that, but it is it's a clue. Okay. Files. What I was saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna say here this electron. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Unable to load. Oh, it's error 2? Oh, hold on. It's trying to open something that doesn't exist. So if I build a main.ts, it's going to eventually throw something over there. Unable to load apps frontend is electron in this. Oh, index.js? When I say index. Now when I say index, oh, delete the NX cache. Yes. Okay, so let's try one more time. Oh, nice. Okay, this is a big win. Now I have to change something like a says pre-built. Let's see if we can change this by reading the configuration. This is a very good progress, but now it's 12. Tomorrow I have a hell of a trip, so I'm gonna just pause today here and ensure that I can be able to do another stuff later tomorrow. There is something that I have to ensure is that this config includes SRC and Electron. Let me see. Oh. Oh, this is the types. Oh, I'm gonna say here. I'm gonna say here. What I am? Electron main. Electron.env. A comma here. Okay, so apparently this fixed some of the issues here. I hate this. Why? I don't want TypeScript. Okay, let's see. Now that I think I have a very idea on what is going on over here. Oh. Can't find the... Huh? Excuse me? That doesn't make sense. Oh, hold on. What if I do this instead? Yeah, that fixed my problem. So I have an NX. Very easy. Okay, so far so good. And let's see if we can change how we orient the output of this. Gonna say here in my Vite, I'm gonna change this to be something very different. I'm gonna say here pre-built. What if I do this? Okay, I'm gonna monkey stuff. I'm gonna do monkey stuff to figure out the stuff. Okay. Let's see where it builds the stuff. Oh, really? It does that? Oh, it really built something like this electron, so I had to read into the documentation. Okay, so can I change the path? There should be a way to change the paths. Documentation side should be here. The thing that triggers me a bit is that it's a bit difficult to find the right documentation. Oh, here. Let's see. The Electron Forge. There should be something that tells me the documentation. Should they be more organized? There should be options here for the API. Is hard-coded? I just wondered. This is this electron. Okay, is this something that is hard-coded? Ah, the out there. Okay, so let's see. So in build, there is an out there. An empty directory is gonna be come true. Okay, so let's go back here. So if what it's saying is true, that goes in where? In build. But this is for what? I'm gonna say here entry. I'm gonna say here build bit. I'm gonna say here build, and the build has to tell me the out there. Gonna be, let's say, test. Let's see if we find that this fills another name here. Let's see. So I'm gonna delete this, and let's run this serve. And still, resolve Vite config with an Electron options. Oh, don't tell me this is hard-coded, because this is gonna be annoying. Default config. Avoid recursive build caused by load config file. So this is a merge config. Merge Electron options with, well, where options? Options that fit. there should be a way to tell. Oh, man, there should be a way to change that. That way to. Oh, what? Okay. Did I change something else? Kill the cache. Let's see here. NX reset. Oh, really? Delete. Yeah, how can I turn off the cache, by the way? I wonder if this has something to do with terminal outputs. I wonder if there is a way to change this. Inline config is a type that comes from where? From Vite. And it merge the default config from what? Hold on. Let's see what happens if I just ignore this. Okay. If I ignore that, now let's try to change this electron into something else. Definitely it loads something, but I'm not telling what to do. Okay, so that's a good thing. But I'm gonna tell that this should not be cacheable. Do not cache. What is it here? Next to not use cache. The solution is skip NX cache in the executor. Delete. Yeah. Okay, Let's see if it builds that part. It builds this electron, so there should be somewhere that mess up this delete. If there is something that has let me see. Fit. Now builder is gonna be what I understood from this. Let's see other. So preload has the same thing. Oh, now it changed test to this. So we can be able to change the path in theory. We're able to load. Oh, but now it throws a unlock dependency with this. Has to be on a start. Okay, so we can be able to change the default path. So what I can do, now that I understand the path of the output, is to bring the output what are the targets? I want to edit that. Oh, but I can define the targets here too as well if I really wanted to. The only thing that I started to like is because we have this, because we have the plugins of Vite, we have these build targets. So it becomes more generic for everything, which I really don't mind. My most important part is that we can be able to do the output now from here. Now, knowing how this works, let's see if we say here list front end Electron. Now that we know this, I don't mind. Remember, we are just knocking off stuff to understand how this works. Delete. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Nice. Now I can go in a startup to call this front-end Electron main. Pretty sure that I can bring something from... Yes! Nice. So I can isolate the output inside of... and I have Electron. Okay, so we have my source node for Electron, and I have all of this that I had to figure out stuff later on. So this is a big project. This is a big success. So I'm gonna say here, let's commit the changes. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna say is just now the only thing that I need to do is to bring the configuration of I had to bring the configuration of I'm thinking I have to bring the configuration of the project. I need to bring the configuration of the project so I can avoid this ugly hard coding of this. These apps. Let me see here what happens when I say build. Okay. Apparently this has better face. What is this? There is a way to inquire. Not Electron options. I just want to. Oh, this is not what I was looking for. What is chat? Okay. There is something that I was researching here, and it's for me to get the configuration of the project. How do I get? Okay, I forgot. How do I get the NX configuration of the project I'm using inside of our Vite config? There should be something in NX that allows me to pull that. Oh. Okay, so do I have dev kit? Do I have dev kit here? Let's see. So I have to add dev kit to see if I can attach the configuration. This is not the one. This is the one. Let's go here and next. Let's add a dev dependency. I'm gonna say here this is an NX dev kit. I'm using this one. And with that, what I'm gonna do is to inquire my current project. In that way, I don't need to hard code most of the stuff that I need. Let's see. Okay. Read project configuration. Import from NX dev kit, and I'm gonna say here create project configuration, and the project configuration should tell me something. Let's see what happened. So, oh, that's all? I was expecting more than that. I was expecting way more than this. Hell, how are you in the project name? Damn, this looks ugly. Do I have a name? To be honest, when I go into this project.json name, let me see. Okay. Let me see. Dot. Oh. Let's see. Let's see if this spits the name at least. Spit the name. Oh. Oh. I bet it cache. It's becoming an annoyance. Oh. The same name. is equals to this. Oh, you're kidding me. I'm gonna comment this. Oh, wait, what? Cannot resolve that? Yeah, that's insane. I cannot be able to read my own configuration. So I'm gonna say here, let me see. It was what, NX cache disabled? Has to be like this. And this is TS paths fallback parts TS config. What is this? It's like a warning? This is built for deprecated. Oh, more likely this is the immediate target. What is the node config here? Oh, the references. Node. Maybe it's not gonna take out that warning. Okay, let me try to run it over here to see what happens. Oh, see? Yeah, I have to understand this part. There should be something that tells me about. Oh, gee. So no wonder he's trying to resolve the main one rather than the one that is config of. It's not supposed to be reading this one. Maybe it's this file to blame. Okay. Build. Okay, I'm gonna find out why it's generating this error in XVTS paths because it's taking the wrong one. I'm gonna finish here. Okay, thank you. I am whole for following up, so gonna say good night and see you in the weekend because I have a lot of things to do. Thank you very much, guys. So see you next time. Bye bye. See you. Oh my god. Okay.